And so we need to talk about the end of the spear that we are seeing because it looks very reminiscent of something that we've already seen. And that is the chestnut that is sitting on top of Nolan's head. So you already know what I'm about to say. And so, of course, it's your boy Drac. We'll come back here with some more theories, more speculation. So let's go ahead and lock in. And so I am truly under the belief that this is a scepter, something that is used for magic. Or I would just like to call it an ivory wand. An ivory wand that we are also seeing from Mage Robin. But back to Nolan in this whole chestnut situation. And so, chestnuts are actually to be known as something that is used for magic, in which it actually relates heavily with the forest. Of course, it comes from that, right? But outside of that, it is actually known from the Greek pantheon as the acorn of Zeus. And so this scepter that we are seeing, I believe that it is also to be used within the forest, helping out the animals, all these different types of things, in which, of course, it would relate to Chopper. You know, our beautiful mythical Zoan Chopper. And Robin and Chopper have a very special relationship, which is of course going to insinuate what is going to be happening with them. Because Chopper, of course, his whole goal is to actually cure all the diseases that are within the world, also to be our forest god. I do have Robin being a variation of the forest god and also having a fruit that derived from the 5 first original fruits that came from the forest god fruit. I've been saying forest a lot, but there's something very interesting that Nolan actually brought to Skypiea. And that, my people, is pumpkins. Because within Shandora, pumpkins are actually seen as this sacred vegetable. And so of course I had to go through a deep dive of color spreads and I found something very interesting. And this is coming from the Halloween color spread in which we see Robin being depicted as a devil, of course having this epithet of the demon child. And oh no, what is she holding? A spear. My apologies, trident, that we are now seeing Emu use in these current chapters. So yes, I am truly under the recognition that Robin will be using magic and will be having a grimoire in which I believe that there is a second book. Which I believe that this second book is going to be something very similar to how we are seeing within Kureha's library. Because Dr. Kureha actually has these books that actually have this ancient language in them, in which I'm also assuming is why she's actually able to live for so long. So then this had me thinking about Lily. Robin is probably a descendant of Lily. Because if you know anything about Lilith, which she actually comes from the Jewish folklore, she is actually to be the mother of demons. To also be married to the king of demons, which is Samael. So then of course, Robin has this demon form, also to be named the demon child. Come on now. But then there's also Nami. You know, this same Nami that is trying to go to hell. And where is hell? Marie Joie. Come on, bro. Even this rhino that even has the lost child on there. Because Nami is actually a lost child. She literally came from Oikot, this war island that literally Bellamere picked them up on. Nami is to be royalty. This is why in every single cover story we usually see her with a crown on her head. And plus, that cover story, going to hell, come on. Oda, you put too many hints in these cover stories, dog. Like at this point, it's just bogus. But like I say, all it takes is some speculation to turn this into a theory. Message.